Was it a robbery? Was it a robbery? My boy Matias, my Puerto Rican fucking motherfucker. Did he get robbed? Did you see the fucking flag behind? Did he get robbed? Was it a robbery? Yes or no? No, I don't think it was a robbery. I don't think there's a lot of people calling it robbery. It was a close fight. It was a ugly and kind of exciting fight. It wasn't. I don't really think it was the fight of the year that I expected. Because I expected fight of the year. I expected a flash knockdown. I expected a lot of knockdowns in this fight. And this barely even got any knockdowns. And it was mainly because of Paro. Because Paro would shoot his shot. He would shoot his fist, start punching, and then he would instantly clinch my boy Matias, right? And towards the end, it's like Matias knew he lost. It looks like Matias knew he didn't give enough to win. And it's kind of ass because we don't have a lot of Puerto Rican boxers, right? We didn't have a lot of Puerto Rican boxers, and it's kind of ass seeing the one that was supposed to be the best right now, and he is the best right now, lose his world champion. And that 140 division keep getting interesting and keep getting fucking more and more interesting, right? Because now that Matias lost, it was supposed to be Matias versus fucking Devin Haney. Now what does Matias does now? Because it's just that Matias' inside game wasn't good enough. Paro was just too much for him. And like I said, every time Matias would try to shoot a shot, Paro would just go inside, try and clinch him up, try to fight it dirty, try to grab him, try to fight in the huddle, right? And Matias didn't know really how to do that. He would try hitting with hooks, but it wasn't really working. He kept slipping, kept going with the shots and all that shit. But I would love to see a rematch. I do think a rematch is, because there was his second or third defense, and I would love to see a rematch. I'm biased as hell, but still, it sucks that right now, as talking Puerto Rican, now we know it wasn't a robbery. It was a close fight, that's for sure. It was a very close fight and an interesting fight, right? But it wasn't a robbery in my opinion. I don't think Matias won, right? But it's also sad because right now, our only hope for a Puerto Rican boxer is Sanders Sayers. And that's not saying because he's ass, it's because we really don't know where his true potential is. Obviously, he's good right now. He's not world champion caliber, in my opinion. And the division he's at is also filled with hella competition. 154, Xander Diaz is that. I know this turned into a kind of Puerto Rican boxer, but fuck it, bro. It's my video. Xander's at 154. It's gonna be worrying to see what he does in the future, because bro, that division is filled with dogs, whole lot of dogs. So let's talk to the topic, bro. Matias versus Paro, good fight. I was expecting more though. I kind of hated that it was a dirty fight, and it was crazy because they took a point from Paro too. They took a point from Paro because he kept hitting behind the head, I think. He kept playing dirty, and he still won with that point taken out too. That's why people say robbery, because how you won with point taken and it was a close fight. But I don't think, bro, Matias was in his hometown. I don't think it would have been a robbery if he was in his hometown, right? But now look at it, right? Matias lost. Now let's talk about it, right? Who do they fight next? I hope Matias should get anybody. Matias should get Broly. I think him versus Broly would be a good ass matchup. Broly was talking shit, or Regis Porras. Regis Porras and him was FaceTiming. They were talking to the shit. Bro was saying you're a bitch. They were saying you're running away from me. Now that's a good fight to make next, because I'm pretty sure where has Regis Porras been? Like after he lost to Devin Haney, I don't think we really have seen him. So both of them coming off a loss, that would be a good fight to make for a co-main event or for a main event too. That could be a main event fight too. Like both world former champion coming off a loss of their world champion. I like that fight. I feel like, yes, that's a fight to make. Either you get the rematch with Paro again, or you make that fight with Regis Porras. You make Regis Porras versus Matias again, or you make that fight because Matias say he's running. and they have a blood feud. Like they fucking are, they don't like each other, and it'll be a good fight. And the promotion sells itself. You just have them both in a room, and then you go talk shit. You just post that shit, bro. So him versus Regis Porter should happen. I don't see why not. Both of them coming off a loss from world champion, right? Both of them needs a win to say I'm still here, and both of them were undefeated till someone got that belt. So it'll be a good fight. And Matias is still Matias. He's still a knockout motherfucker artist. So hopefully we get to see that fight, either the rematch or that fight. I hope Matias is still around. We need more Puerto Ricans. But let's talk about Paro, right? Paro is your new 140 world fucking champion, right? Welcome to this fucking division. Now, if you don't know who's a 140 or the other 140 champion, I'm gonna tell you real quick. WBC, Devin Haney. The other belt, WBA or IBF or whatever, is Pitbull Cruz. And the last one is Teofimo. So, those are your 4 world heavyweight champion in this weight class. Devin, Pitbull, Teofimo, and now Paro. Now, as we see in 135 in the same night, they're starting to make unification fights. I want to see unification fights. Now, what kind of unification fights to make? Because all these motherfuckers are fighting defense. They're all doing defense next. We see Pitbull is doing his defense. He's fighting someone to defend his world champion. Bro, why is my camera fucking up? Okay, here we go. I don't know why my camera fucked up, but here we go. Right? Pitbull Cruz is going to defend his belt next in that Saudi court in LA. Teofimo is going to defend his belt in 2 weeks in Miami. Devin Haney is rumored to be fighting the mandatory, what's his fucking name? I was gonna say Artem. The motherfucker who fought who got robbed from a win from Teofimo, right? That guy. We all know it's that guy. I made a video about it. So all of them are in their defense. I want to see unification time. Devin Haney was supposed to be the one to unify everything, but he lost to Ryan Garcia, and that kind of fucked up shit, right? So right now we're kind of in a weird spot. We're kind of in limbo, right? Because the one person who needs to go for unification is Steel. He has too many defense. He's facing someone who, Steve Klakna, I think his name. Bro, pretty much he's fighting someone who he should not be fighting. He should be fighting another unification fight. Bro, the last good person Steel fought was fucking Lomachenko. George Kambosos doesn't count. Look, we also what Lomachenko did to George Kambosos, bro. The last guy, Teofimo, who was competitive, who was actually a world champion contender, world champion guy, was Lomachenko. How long ago was that? Theo needs to start facing more competition, and he either needs to face Devin Haney, Paro, or Pitbull Cruz. I would like to see him fight Paro, because I do think he fight Paro. I have Pitbull fight Devin Haney. You get the winner that most likely, or it's hard, because I feel like if you want to do this, because right now it's a big question mark. Who is the king? You could say Teofimo is the king, but like we really haven't seen him fight anybody worthy to call him the king. You could say Devin Haney, but we all saw what Ryan Garcia did with him, so he's a big question mark. The two guys who could be is Pitbull and now Paro, the new guy who just came in the division. So like I said, we need to see unifications. I don't want to see no more defense. We already see defense. I think it's time to unify these belts. Mostly Theo. I think Theo needs to, his next fight after this should be unification. Now Devin Haney has the QT, you guys ask, right? But you could do Paro next fight against Devin, not against Devin Haney. I mean, could be, but you could do Paro for, I think it's okay for Paro next fight to be defense. But if a unification, I'll respect that even more, because he's undefeated. It's not like he's a bump. He's an undefeated world champion. You can promote him that way. And now he got this win. Yes, it was kind of lackluster win, but still, now that he got this win, you can fucking promote him to the moon right now. And him versus D will be a great match. Him versus Pitbull Cruz, or the winner of Pitbull Cruz, will also be a great match. So it's also funny that a lot of these guys are all fighting at the same time. So like I said, Paro will just fall. Dio's about to fall. Devin Haney just fall. So they're all going to be available to fight each other. And Pitbull is going to fight this August. So the only person who won't be available to fight each other is Pitbull. So I feel like the next logical thing to do after Teofimo gets his win is Teofimo versus Paro. But hopefully that happens. Anyways, guys, that's the whole video. What do you think of Paro's performance? Do you think he's the king of 140? Because we really don't have a king of 140, right? The only person who's undefeated at 140 is Paro. That should make you think. The only motherfucker who's undefeated, unless Devin Haney get his O back, the only person who's undefeated is Paro. That's wild, right? That's why. Before it was nobody, everybody had a loss. But now Paro is the only guy who's undefeated. So, like I said, push him to the moon, promote him to the moon. Hopefully we get to see that. Hopefully we get to see him promote more against either Teofimo or fucking Isaac Cruz, just against someone, bro. But anyways, guys, that's the whole video. Please subscribe to the notifications.